Welcome back. The free market in Indian economy, the reform story of Indian economic milestone, and we are now the 30 years journey since the liberalization. On the brink of a sovereign default, the PV Narasimha Rao's government decided to take a radical decision. Then the Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh announced a series of reforms in his budget speech on 24th of July 1991. The form of LPG liberalization, privatization, and the globalization that India bid adieu to the socialist economy and the process for the free progressive market has begun, and this reform showed the seeds of a global economy, globalization of Indian economy. The 30 years journey since the liberalization, the policymakers who came after played a crucial role for the keeping the momentum that has going. And here is the look at some of the milestones over the past 30 years. In July 24, 1991, the finance minister, then Prime Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, presented the budget that ends the license raj and opens the door for the opportunities for the Indian companies. In 1991 December and the February 1992, the finance minister then divested those between 5% and 20% stake in state-run companies through the initial public offerings for the secondary issues, making these companies cost-effective and the raising fund for the infrastructure. In 1992, the Reliance industry, led by Dhirubhai Ambani, becomes the first Indian company to raise money from the international market. In February 1993, the Infosys launches its first IPO, and 1993 also HDFC gets approval to set up a private sector bank in India. In 1995, the National Telecom Policy is launched that invites the FDI in the telecom sector. In July 1995, the first mobile phone calls is made by a telecom network Modi Telstra between the Union Telecom Minister Sukram and the West Bengal Chief Minister Jyoti Basu. In June 1996, the Disinvestment Commission, formed under the chairmanship of G.V. Ramakrishna, recommended minimizing the budgetary support towards the unprofitable units while ensuring their long-term viability, which becomes the norms later on. In 1999, the Sottum Infoway buys those India World at 499 crore, pinning the hopes on the future growth of the technical industries in India. And January 2000, Avnish Bajaj and Suvir Sujan has started the Bazi.com, an Indian online auction mart that planted the seed of e-commerce in the country. In January 2003, Indian Parliament assent to the Competition Act of 2002, introduced to prevent anti-competitive business practices by the firms and unnecessary government interference in the market. In January 2007, the Tata Group acquires the Anglo-Dutch steel producer Codas Group at a 12.11 billion US dollar, the largest acquisition by an Indian company so far. In 2007, the Sachin Bansal and the Bini Bansal started the Flipkart, an online bookstore that made countrywide deliveries. Later, it became one of India's early unicorns and changed how the nation viewed the startups. In November 2013, ISRO successfully launches the Mars Orbiter mission. The budget mission opens the floodgates and increases India's demand as a low-cost satellite carrier. In May 2014, in 2010, basically, Bharti Airtel buys the Zain Africa at $10.7 billion. It is the largest takeover by an Indian telecom firm so far. It marks the expansion beyond the Indian Ocean region and makes Bharti Airtel the seventh largest telecom company in the world. In May 2014, the newly elected government replaced the Planning Commission with Niti Aayog that serves as an advisory board to the government and present yearly plan in consultation with the state government. In May 2016, the Insolvency and the Bankruptcy Code is introduced to enable the lenders to remove the defaulting promoters from a company and bring in those who are financially sound. In September 2016, the launch of Reliance Jio changes the dynamics of the telecom sector and fuels India's tech industry, revolutionized everything from healthcare technology, agri-tech and the edutech to entertainment and deep technology sector in India. In November 16, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces the demonetization of 500 and 100,000 rupees note, taking 80% currency out of the circulation. It becomes the strongest jolt that pushes India to become a digital economy. And July 17, goods and service tax comes into force. How India is now a country with one nation, one tax regime and one market. This is the journey of India's economic revolution, the path of a 30 years LPG transformation since 1991. And the journey of Indian entrepreneurship has seen those progress from this agrarian economy to state-controlled industry and to the era where unicorns have taken the center stage in the evolving economy. In 1947, when India became independent, a reputed company Parle launched a Freedom from British ad campaign, showcasing its Gluco brand of biscuits as an affordable Indian alternative to imported British biscuits, which were aimed at the elite. The founder hit the sweet spot. Within no time, Parle became a product every household in India. To the social entrepreneurship was the factor to this growth sector of Indian economies, and that has been changed. The India is now become today with this great commitment, skills, determinant, willpower, and the vision to stand those factors, areas to build a domestically powerful local strong economy for the future. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.